Looking to turn up the heat in your relationship this holiday? Lovers has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that are as nice or as naughty as you are. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara resilient enough for watching the holiday classics. I love this part. Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
Places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
Sarah clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics, and welcome to the end of the traditional work week. I am great.
Are you choked up that it's Friday?
I'm great. It's Friday. The big news is that Sarah was able to thaw out overnight. Her power came back on. She looks rested and happy.
I was going to say, she looks exactly the same. What are you talking about?
That's what I thought you were going to say too, Taryn, because I think I do look exactly the same.
Oh, I think you look very chipper.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you warmed finally, because did you know she was wearing 2 pairs of socks yesterday?
Yo, I boiled some water so I could dip my feet in water and get them warm.
It was a whole ordeal for this girl. And my suggestion was going to be just like cover yourself in a freak flag, but you didn't even need to do that because your power's back.
I didn't.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And it's time to inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law, and today's a very special day. I'm going to play some audio, and you have to guess what today is. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Wanna go for a ride?
All right, what do you think it is?
It is Smashing Pumpkins Day. Billy Corgan.
Wanna go for a ride?
No.
Road Trip Day.
Well, give other people guesses.
Oh.
You hog? You answer hog?
I didn't know I only got one guess.
Well, I mean, you didn't give Sarah or Danny a chance to guess. Here you are, just all willy-nilly with your answers.
Just excited.
You're wrong on both of those, by the way.
I'm going to go with Pumpkin Day.
Pumpkin Day.
Yeah.
Wanna go for a ride?
No.
No.
Sarah.
I was going to say Ride Something Day.
Pretty close.
Wanna go for a ride?
It's National Wanna Go for a Ride Day, you idiots. It's right there in the lyrics.
Oh, my God.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Wow, the prophet Billy Corgan predicted this.
He knew it was going to happen today. And speaking of going for a ride, I know you had a big charity event happen yesterday, and you had some devastating news.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you lost a dick.
Oh, I did. I lost to Dick. Yeah, I lost to Dick. I didn't beat Dick. I tried very hard to beat Dick for weeks.
You tried? So what happened yesterday?
Wanna go for a ride?
I found out that I was number 31 out of the top 100 fundraisers for Bike MS.
Okay.
And Dick was number 30.
How much did he beat you by?
Like $160, you guys. It is infuriating.
Come on.
Infuriating.
Freaking Dick.
And we had a bet. Now I got to take the guy to lunch, and he's probably going to pick something fancy.
Oh, so you don't get to pick?
No, Dick gets to pick.
Does Dick have, very, highfalutin taste?
I don't know about that, but I think in this instance, he's going to troll me and pick something amazing.
He should just go to Dick's.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
it's like Dickception.
And it's affordable. All right, yesterday, man, I don't think many people expected that the 2-8 Cleveland Browns would beat the 8-2 Pittsburgh Steelers, but that's exactly what happened on Thursday Night Football. Granted, there was a lot of snow going on. That was a crazy game. It was just full on, just like a snowpocalypse going on during that game. And, well, Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers were not able to beat the Browns, but it went to the very end of the game, and they had to score a touchdown within the final minute of the game that put them ahead for good, 24-19. Here's that call.
Chubb, touchdown Browns. Look at this crowd. Nobody's left.
I like how he's like, it's freaking cold and snowing. Why are you still here? And then everybody in the stadium's like, we live in Cleveland. We have nothing better to do.
This is fine.
So now the Browns are 3-8 and the Steelers are 8-3.
Western Washington is continuing to deal with the aftermath of the devastating bomb cyclone that left over 300,000 people without power. And the utility providers are warning residents to another potential outage, possibly today, because another storm is rolling through. They said gusts of up to 35 miles per hour could threaten further damage.
Wouldn't that suck if here's Sarah, she just got her power back yesterday, and less than 24 hours later she loses it again? And
then she would actually lose her mind.
What would be worse? Just not having power until it's finally, not permanently, but you know what I mean, back after all this crap that we've been going on with, or getting power back for a brief period of time and having it taken away from you?
I think getting it back is nice, but I am just living in the fact that we still have it, because I'm prepared if we lose it again.
You guys got your generator fixed, right?
No.
Just heat up your house to like 200 degrees, so that way when you lose it again, it'll be nice and warm for a couple of days.
Well,
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, just do that.
Okay, all right.
Just really jack up the thermostat as high as possible. And don't tell George or your father, and see how they react to it.
Could you imagine? They'd both be so mad.
Man, oh man. Hey, as far as weather, we're going to hit a high of 49 degrees. It's going to be cloudy. Also, this weekend with sports, you got good luck to the Sounders. They're playing in the Western Conference semifinal against LA Football Club, and that's in Los Angeles tomorrow night. That game's at 7. It's single elimination, so one and done. Yep. So if they win, they move on.
Let's go.
And if they lose, Danny will be sad all weekend. Also in Los Angeles, the Kraken are going to be in LA taking on the Los Angeles Kings. And then the Seahawks are at home this Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. If they win, there's a chance they'll be in first place.
And the Washington State University Cougars are going to be down at Oregon State, and I will be there tailgating my little fanny off tomorrow.
Good luck to everybody in Oregon State, as Tarantula will probably be making an appearance. Yep, 49 degrees and cloud. It's going to rain as well. That's the DMD, and that's what's up.
What happened with the Seahawks quarterback, Geno Smith, that led him to saying this yesterday?
I'm not going to ask a guy about a shower, but that's something you might have to ask them.
You're going to hear from Geno at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned, and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com /Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com /Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Seattle Seahawks training facility in Renton was without full power after that bomb cyclone hit. The team had limited power yesterday. They were using some generators to get some stuff going, but much of it was in the dark.
So if they win on Sunday, I think this is how you have to do it for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
You can't mess with a good thing.
That's exactly right. During the press conference, Geno Smith talked about it.
You know, it's just a little bit colder in the indoor, as you guys see. But for the most part, you know, the prep has been great. I think guys have, you know, obviously without power at home is going to, you know, hinder some things. But guys have been doing a great job at, you know, studying. And it allows you to spend extra hours at the facility. You know, if you don't got power at home, you got power here. So
that's kind of like what Sarah's been doing.
Hanging out
She's
at work.
never worked harder.
Really, though?
It's like I'm about ready to rip out the power cords in Mercer Island some more. It's crazy.
No.
You can spend extra hours here and just studying. And, you know, we're not going to use it as an excuse. There's a lot of people without power, and we're just blessed to be able to, you know, come to work and still do our jobs.
So one of the issues at the facility is not having hot water. I know. And Geno Smith talked about that whole bit.
So there's cold showers. Got to man up, you know, take a cold shower.
F that. I'm taking the week off. Sorry, guys. Have fun. Good luck at the Arizona Cardinals game.
And then, there's no sauna. You know, some of the things that we're accustomed to having because there's no electricity there aren't, you know, here for our service. But for the most part, man, we got everything we need, and we'll be ready on Sunday.
You have power at home, Gino?
I do, yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course I got power. I'm just talking about all the other guys.
Got that generator wired into the house, I bet.
I'm the quarterback with the Seattle Seahawks. I just said, yo, PSE. It's Geno Smith. Get over here. Fix this, please. We'll be right there, Geno.
Who's struggling the most with the cold showers?
Wow.
That's a very strange question. I love it. I love that someone asked that.
Who's struggling the most with the cold showers?
I've been going home to shower, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to ask a guy about his shower, but that's something you might have to ask them. Thank you, guys.
I also love it. Like, I go home. I don't know, man. If he did that on my beer league team, we'd be making fun of him.
Oh, for sure.
You don't leave the facility not taking a shower.
And also don't abandon the rest of your team because you're spoiled.
These damn entitled quarterbacks. I bet Sam Howell took a cold shower.
Yeah.
They should start him.
Oh, my gosh.
We used to always clown on people who, like, show up. Like, they'd play, and then they got weird about, like, taking a shower there. So they would just dress after sweating in all that nasty hockey gear and then go home. And, I'm just going to go home and take a shower.
And you're
like,
sitting in your seat of your car.
We have an entire room full of showers. Like, what are you doing?
Now your car's going to start to smell like your stank.
Your clothes, everything about that. I think that's just kind of strange.
It is a little bit strange. Also, can you imagine getting out of the cold shower just into a more cold locker room? Like, there's no heat. Like, that would just be awful.
I didn't think about that.
That was the worst because George and I took a shower yesterday morning without heat before I went to work. And I thought that would be the worst part. But coming out of the shower, I was like, oh, we have no heat in our house. This is terrible.
Wow. Now my cold body is turning into an icicle.
Yeah.
That sucks. I did see something, though, on the YouTube page where they post that press conference. I thought this was a really interesting thing that this guy brought up, and I kind of understand where he's coming from. He just said, hey, I just wish I could tell Geno that he's kept me going. I took 2 bets on myself in my career. A lot of it was feast or famine, but watching him come back made me believe that I can change my future. I've had a lot of people in my life, family and friends, tell me otherwise what I should be doing, but I felt like I was caving in. And then I see him. He never gives up on himself, so why should I? Thank you, man.
That's awesome.
And I think about, like, I mean, I remember Geno in a weird way, like, it's corny, but, like, had, like, a little bit of a moment of inspiration for me, too. When everything was getting crazy in my professional life, I looked at Geno, I'm like, here's a guy late in his career, still figured it out, and is having a great run. I mean, I know that some people have, like, complaints about him and all that, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's still putting out a good game every time. He still gives this team a chance to win at the end of every game for the most part. And I just found a lot of inspiration behind him as well. So when I saw that comment, I'm like, man, I totally get what this guy's talking about.
I bet there's a lot of you out there that have felt that kind of
bunch of Geno lovers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's super inspirational. 206.
Except that he doesn't take a shower with his team. Now I'm trying to question all the love and faith. I might burn my jersey.
Wow.
You know what? No, I'll freeze it.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
206-803-ROCK. Who is someone that inspired you, even though they have no idea who you are? This could be a celebrity, a sports star, whoever. Who inspired you? 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Scorpions.
Yes, the Daly Migs Show.
Rockaholics, who is someone that inspired you, even though they have no idea who you are? This could be a celebrity, a sports star, whoever. Tell us who inspired you. 206-803-ROCK. Jason and Yelm, for you, it's a frontman for a local band who is no longer with us. Tell us about it.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Great. How you doing, Jason?
I'm pretty good. So when I was young, I stumbled onto one of my first CDs that I bought, probably from somebody who stole them out of a car. Yeah, for $2, I got my first copy of Mother Love Bone Apple.
Oh, hell yeah!
So Andy Wood, he inspired me to start a few crummy bands and keep playing music, and I like to play even today, even though that I'm still more of a noise maker than a music maker.
So what's your go-to song for, I mean, there's so many great songs. I think when I think of Mother Love Bone, the first one that pops in my head is there's a song called Gentle Groove that we used as that's the song that my wife and I danced to at our wedding.
Oh.
Although it's way too long of a song. I like 3 minutes into it, I'm like, I'm sorry, hon, I didn't edit this. This is very awkward. But what about for you?
Chloe Dancer, man.
Oh,
yes,
so
that's the song I think that introduced so many people to him.
Yeah, I mean, God, I have the complete box set on vinyl that I got a few years ago. My wife got me for my birthday, and that was just such a tragedy. But it spawned so much great music, and we're left with what he left. So I really look up to him, and I appreciate him, and I think about him every day.
Dude, I spent a pretty penny on that same vinyl box set, and I was like, why did I spend all this money? Until I opened it and went through it, I'm like, this was worth every penny. It is a really good box set.
Good investment.
Yes, it's just like it's very like it's a time capsule of what Seattle once was.
206-803
Back
Rock.
when Seattle was good, Danny. Wow. Yeah.
Who inspired you, Chris from Smoky Point?
Travis Pastrana. I've followed that man for many, many years since I was a child, and I've watched him go from this wild dirt bike rider to the motorsports just phenomenon is today. And everything that he has done and the charities that he has, the joy that he brings everybody, it pushes me to.
Your phone stinks. I'm bummed that it does because I way back in the day when I worked at the end, we'd have Travis on from time to time.
Oh, cool.
And dude, he was such a nice guy. He was such a cool dude. He has been through quite a few injuries.
For sure.
Like some insane ones.
Broken and put back together.
So many. I'm just looking at some of the surgeries that they have a list on the internet. 2 surgeries on his left wrist, 1 on his thumb, 2 on his back, 1 on his right elbow, 9 on his left knee, 6 on his right knee, a shoulder surgery, and then the one that's so insane, he had his spine separated from his pelvis.
Wow. And then he still gets back on the bike and keeps going.
He was in a wheelchair for 3 months. He was in and out of consciousness for about 3 days, had 6 blood transfusions.
Wow.
The dude is just, extreme. He's extreme. He's the walking embodiment of Mountain Dew.
206-803 Rock. Who inspired you, Opie, on I-5?
Yes, Christopher Reeves, actually.
Superman.
Exactly. My accident happened exactly the same day, the same time, the same year. Although he had what they call the hangman's injury, so he was a quadriplegic. I'm a paraplegic.
Oh, my gosh.
I still got use of my arms, but I broke my neck in 2 places, broke every rib off my spine, blew out both my lungs, lost 40% of my vision.
Opie, question for you, because you said that all this happened on the same day. And now, Christopher Reeve, if I remember correctly, it was a horse riding accident that happened to him. Was that the same for you?
No, mine was a dirt bike accident. I drove off of a cliff going about 50 miles an hour off a 25-foot cliff. And wasn't expected to live, had a 98% chance of dying, and now it's 29 years later. This May, it'll be 30 years.
Wow.
So, they gave us 8 to 10 years to live, and he lived 9, and I've lived now almost 30. So
that's incredible.
I'm a lucky man. So give thanks to put my feet on the foot pegs every morning. So.
Opie, man, you are an inspiration, man. Much love to you.
Yeah, rock on. Steve Migs, are you ready to go down?
In what way? Excuse me?
Whoa! Because I just have this feeling that whoever calls up to play Beat Migs right now is going to beat you.
Not a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Not a chance.
Because you're at
I'm
99.
doing it for Opie.
You're at 99 losses right now.
I'm not getting 100.
333 wins, 99 losses, and 55 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
You know those moments that you never want to end? Maybe they don't have to. Smartwool was born to make the world feel good, so your best days outside last longer. From city to summit, newbies to gold medals, Smartwool brings merino comfort that takes you farther. Because there is no better feeling out there than just being out there. Smartwool. Go far, feel good.
Every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Got a hot and heavy holiday on your mind? Lovers has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that will get you off the naughty list this year. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence. You won again. Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
New Friday. Let's go.
Yeah. They're jumping over there. Wow, I felt like your jumping and enthusiasm today wasn't nearly as exciting as it's been before, you two.
Last week I had pom-poms, so...
You know, it's been a long week.
Did you take some medication to get rid of those pom-poms?
Yeah, right.
What are you talking about? What kind of long week have we been going through, like with a bomb cyclone or anything along those lines?
Okay,
tiredness and rain and all of the things.
Okay, Mr. Puyallup in West Seattle, you both cannot talk because you both did not lose power. So you guys have gone through nothing.
My cable went out for about 10 seconds, and it takes about 5 minutes to reboot.
Yeah.
That was tough, but we will rebuild.
You're right. I'm actually so sorry for you.
Gosh.
Let's get to Katie from Local 86 Ironworkers. Katie and the crew, are you there?
Hey, I'm here. Yeah.
All right, $1 million question, because we've had this happen before. If you win today, do you get the rest of the day off?
Yeah.
And I heard...
One person said yes, but I feel like the boss in the background yelled no.
That was the boss, yeah.
He's like, you guys are staying. Well, I heard it's their last day today of school anyway.
Oh,
so
let's go.
Might as well leave early.
Early release.
All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Katie and the crew have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You guys can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What fruit do raisins come from?
Grapes.
Correct. The Cleveland Browns colors are brown, white, and what?
Orange.
Yes. The first vaccine developed was for which disease?
Polio?
No.
Smallpox?
Yes. What was the name of the Beatles' debut album?
Pass.
What is considered the world's most earthquake-prone country?
Japan?
Yes. After how many personal fouls is a player ejected from an NBA game?
6.
Yes. Who played Frank in the 2003 comedy Old School?
Will Ferrell?
Yes. When it comes to texting, IMO stands for what?
In my opinion.
Yes. Same name as a Washington city. What is the middle name of comic strip character Charles M. Schultz?
Pass.
Freddie Mercury passed away in what early 90s year?
92.
Oh, no. Katie and crew, you guys got 7 correct.
Let this be enough.
Okay, yes, because if this is enough and you guys end up winning, this will be Steve's 100th loss.
I've been waiting all year.
We all have been.
I know we didn't get confetti cannons when he had his 300th win, but how funny would it be if we hit him with confetti cannons when he got his 100th loss?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been kind of expecting that. That's so funny you say that. I was like, I'll watch these. I'm not even gonna bring it up because I don't want to put it into the universe, but these jerks are probably gonna have the confetti cannons when I hit 100.
Let's see. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What fruit do raisins come from?
Grapes.
Correct.
Delicious.
The Cleveland Browns colors are brown, white, and what? Raisins are disgusting.
Shut your mouth. Unless you're asking questions, because it's orange.
It is. The first vaccine developed was for which disease?
Is that polio?
No.
Terrence pom-poms.
No.
Syphilis.
No. What was the name of the Beatles' debut album?
Let It Be?
No.
Oh, crap. I don't even know. Revolver?
No.
The Beatles.
No. What is considered the world's most earthquake-prone country?
Antarctica.
No.
That's not a country.
What?
America.
No.
Hawaii. Canada.
No. After how many personal fouls is a player ejected from the NBA game?
Is it 5?
No.
6.
Yes.
Right.
Who played Frank in the 2003 comedy Old School?
Will Ferrell. Frank the Tank.
You know it. When it comes to texting, IMO stands for what?
In my opinion.
Wow, yes. Same name as a Washington city. What is the middle name of comic strip character Charles M. Schultz?
Medina?
No. Steve, you got 5 correct, which is a loss. 7-5.
No!
Loser!
Dude, I had my eyes closed in disappointment, and Sarah just hit me in the head with paper. I'm like, is that freaking confetti? Is that freaking confetti?
No, we wouldn't do that to you.
Yes, you would.
I know we would. Congrats, Katie and crew. Go home.
Wait, let's check with the boss before they go home.
Put them on. Plastic.
Put the boss on.
Boss.
Boss, are they really going to get the day off?
Absolutely not.
Wow, boss, you sound like a boss.
Well, congrats on the graduation.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
That's amazing.
What was the name of the Beatles' debut album?
Please Please Me?
It sure was. Taryn, you would know that.
Her and her pom-poms.
Oh my
Right.
God.
One they did get correct. The country with the most earthquake-prone is Japan.
Oh, yeah. That
Yes.
makes sense.
Same name as a Washington city. What is the middle name of comic strip character Charles M. Schultz?
Madison? That's not.
Mercer Island.
Marysville.
Monroe.
Monroe. Duh.
Monroe.
There are a lot of M cities
Charles
here.
Mercer Island Schultz.
I almost guessed Moines, as in like Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Yeah, I was like, Moines. It's got to be Moines. I can't think of another one with an M.
And then Freddie Mercury passed away in what early 90s year?
90. 92?
91.
91,
Right
yeah.
in the middle.
90.
Well, congrats on your 100th loss, Steve. I'm so proud of you.
Got that out of our system.
It only took you till November 22nd.
That's actually pretty awesome.
That's very impressive.
Self high five.
Did you know that we have a new feature on the Odyssey app where you can leave us a voice message? And with Thanksgiving coming up next week, we would love for you to leave us a voice message about the ridiculous thing that you are thankful for. We're going to play back your answers next week. So you can download the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Leave us that VM. Slide into our VMs. 206-803-ROCK is our phone number. Is there a local establishment, a building, a non-living thing that you absolutely miss in the Pacific Northwest?
Yes. Rock Candy. As much as I goof about that club because it was just like it was a crummy place, like as far as like just bad piping. Sometimes like the bathrooms were flooding, but it was a place where I saw so many great bands and it had so much history.
Legendary.
And now it's a stupid hotel.
Well, yesterday I found out that I have to say R.I.P. to a childhood favorite that was once very popular, a store that has closed its doors for good. 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Lincoln Park.
The Daily Migs Show.
Is there a local establishment, a building, a non-living thing that you absolutely miss in the Pacific Northwest? Call up and tell us about it. 206-803-ROCK. And we're asking because Sears, once a retail giant, is closing its final Washington store at the Westfield South Center Mall in Tukwila on December 15th.
It's funny how you were saying goodbye to my childhood, and I didn't even think, I'm like Sears, Schmears, and then all of a sudden I started thinking about the Sears catalog.
Oh, my God.
Which, I mean, as a kid, that was the Christmas list. You went through, I'm sorry, did you have a Sears catalog, or is this after your time?
Yeah, I kind of remember it.
Yeah, it's this big book.
They literally called it the Big Book.
Yes. And you paged through it, and I would circle the things I'd want, leave little bookmarkers, and then as you know, I hit my teen years, and I would go to a different section for different reasons.
Oh my
right?
God.
Dude, that was like the adult content.
It really
the
was.
The broad section of the Sears catalog.
And then when our family would go, we'd load up in the old Suburban, roll into Sears, and just get crazy. It's like my dad could go buy like a hand drill, and
everything.
The kids could buy what they needed. It was so great.
It was pretty awesome. That was the Sears was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, now there's only going to be 9 locations nationwide after they close it. Yeah.
It's got to be the Amazon effect.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me very sad, though. Good times.
Or is it Amazon, or is it just the fact that they had they never? I always feel this way, like going to a restaurant where it's like they have too much stuff on the menu, and
they were like the Cheesecake Factory of stores.
Yeah, it was like appliances and tools and clothes and luggage, and they probably had food there.
Danny, where else can you go to get a pair of shorts or a refrigerator? Sears.
Great memory.
Well, now I guess Walmart or Target in a sense.
Yeah.
206-803-ROCK. What local establishment do you miss? Aaron from Ording, tell us what yours is.
Hooters.
Yeah.
If you ever want to relive the magic, we'd be more than happy to put our outfits on for you, Aaron.
I don't think that's what he
You
wants.
guys did a great job the other day. It was very, very nice to see that. But I would take the real establishment.
Yeah, which was your spot? Because, there was the Lake Union one, I remember. The Tacoma one was popular mainly for Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but that was a popular spot as well.
It was definitely Tacoma down in Ording. Tacoma's closest, and man, I went there. I was going there since high school, and it was sad to see when I came back out of the military that it was gone.
Dude, that was our spot. Sometimes we'd swing by there after hockey, like during a lunch drop-in at noon. We'd play, and we'd be like, let's get some chicken wings. We're like, let's go to Hooters. And then all of a sudden, Buffalo Wild Wings popped up, and we're like, Buffalo Wild wings are way better. Let's just go there. It's cool looking at attractive chicks, but it's way better to eat delicious wings.
206-803-ROCK. Chris from Kenmore, what local establishment do you miss in the Pacific Northwest?
The Alaskan Way Viaduct.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when they tore it down and everyone got to walk on the viaduct?
Yep, I did that. That was my last hurrah. I miss it every time I have to drive through the tunnel to pay through to drive through a hole. But, no.
And dude, the moment when you got on the viaduct and you could see that view was pretty amazing.
Oh, exactly. It was distracting, obviously, but you didn't mind waiting in traffic if it was. You could see the beautiful view and see on the other side. Just look at the buildings right next to the road.
Oh, it was an insane
so
view.
Seattle.
Yeah.
I still remember Ryan Castle and I drove over it, like one of the last times before they were going to start tearing it down. And we live streamed from our car because we were so excited for one last hoorah on the viaduct.
You guys are dorks.
We're dorks.
Yeah. From one dork to another, you guys are definitely dorks. One person I think a lot of people probably think this as well. My first Major League Baseball game at the massive Kingdome. Mariners versus the Red Sox. Big Mo Vaughn. Also met Joey Cora, Jay Buhner there. I've worked many days at security on both parks, old and new. I love me some Kingdome. Also, Safeco Field will always be Safeco Field to me.
I wonder if he was ever in the Kingdom during like one of the earthquakes when like some of the ceiling tiles would start falling. Those were crazy times.
I remember living in New York and like there was a show called George Michael's Sports Machine. It was on at night, and I remember them covering the tiles falling from the Kingdom, and I was like,
so wild.
What the hell? Why are they playing there?
Seems a little dangerous. Well, this weekend, the Seahawks have a shot at first place. The game is on Sunday. We're taking on the Arizona Cardinals at Lumen Field. So we want to get you ready for this game. We're going to be chatting with Seahawks tight end Pharaoh Brown at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned, and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Happy Blue Friday, Rockaholics. We are patiently counting down the days until the Seahawks versus Cardinals this Sunday at Lumen Field, and we are talking with Pharaoh Brown, number 86 of our Seattle Seahawks. Good morning, Pharaoh.
Good morning.
How are you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. Living through these, what they call them, bomb cyclones or something?
Dude, how did you lose power? How are things in your world?
Hey, man. We thugging it like back in the days right now. No power, no showers, but good. It's okay. We won't let it mess up our day.
It builds character.
Oh, yeah.
It's the worst name for like some like a weather issue, like calling it the bomb cyclone. I'm like, that's rather aggressive.
Yeah, I got a little PowerPoint of what it actually means. I guess different storms in different water, but I thought all water was water. But hey, who am I?
Sounds like you might be our next meteorologist.
Yeah, it's a hurricane. If it's in the Gulf, it's a bomb cyclone. If it's in the Pacific, but hey.
Wow.
Well, I learned more today than I have from reading the internet and trying to figure out what the hell a bomb cyclone is. So I appreciate that, Pharaoh.
I mean, I was in Seattle. I didn't feel a bomb nor cyclone. But, hey, it is what it is.
Oh, it's coming tonight. It's going to happen. I promise you.
We're a week out. Gonna be here soon.
Dude, how great does it feel after that? What an incredible ending to that game. I would love to get where your mind was at when you're watching Geno Smith score that touchdown. I mean, it just felt like so much emotion to just the whole team felt like you all were popping off at that moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a big moment for us. I remember like the start of that drive, I was on the sideline talking to one of the guys like, man, it's like about to go down to history. Like, we are like when we get in like in our 2-minute mode, I don't think there's no defense out there that can stop us. So I kind of like just knew we was about to go down and win it. And it was kind of like a roller coaster because we didn't convert the previous drive and then that came happen. But I mean, it was a great team win.
We're talking with Seahawks tight end Pharaoh Brown. So I have a question about something that doesn't involve the football field at all, but I know you recently got to be part of the Kids' Choice Awards for Nickelodeon, and I believe you got to like give some props to SpongeBob. How did that come about? And like, I know you've got kids, so is that like kind of getting to do these cool things through the eyes of your children?
Yeah, my kids loved it, and that was always one of my childhood dreams. I remember growing up and Nick at Night and all the Slime Time stuff. So Yeah, man, the boys loved that. They had Nickelodeon did a great thing down there. It was like it was crazy. Words can't explain like all the little stuff they did. I mean, it was well thought out. It was great.
Well, since we're talking kids, maybe you can help me out because you do have young children. I have a 4-year-old that's going to be turning 5 in a few weeks, and she every Sunday maybe you can help me. I feel like you have the personality that can maybe help me out there, Farrell, because every Sunday she's down to watch the Seahawks game with me. She likes yelling, "Go Seahawks!" She freaks out when you guys score touchdowns, but after about a quarter, she wants to watch Paw Patrol, and then I end up having to watch the game on my cell phone. What advice can you give me so that my kid will watch the Seahawks game with me?
Man, I don't know. My kids do not care about the Seahawks game. They just want to go to, the daycare and play with all the kids. And all they want to know is if we won or lost after the game. So I haven't been able to get my boys to watch the game. Actually, I had them on the field pregame, funny story. So they're on the phone pregame, it's like a thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like mom's down there, she's, enjoying being on the field. It's kind of like a, fun time. And the boys are just like, Mom, I want to go in the stands and eat popcorn. They want popcorn. They want to sit in the stands and eat popcorn. It's like some of these kids are killed to be on the east sideline. My boys just want to go eat popcorn and they don't care nothing about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Wait, so there's a daycare for the kids while you guys are playing, like other players' kids as well? Or they're all hanging out together?
Yeah, they are hanging out together. It's called the Little Seahawks Room, and that's the main attraction.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Now, do your kids get excited watching Oregon this year because they are undefeated, 11-0? They're playing the Huskies next Saturday. How are you feeling about watching these boys in this undefeated season?
Oh man, it's been great. I think everybody's been enjoying the Ducks. #1 in the country. Big Ten. I know it was a lot of talk when the Pac-12 was in, and then teams was coming to the Big Ten, and I got I'm from Cleveland originally, so that's Big Ten country. So I've been talking a lot of smack to a lot of people. So it's been a great college season for me.
And Farrell, I had one last silly question, but Thanksgiving is next week. If you had to pick one dish outside of the turkey, what is the one thing you absolutely have to eat during Thanksgiving?
I'm going road this Thanksgiving, full road, no Thanksgiving anything. I'm in Seattle, so I'm doing a seafood boil. I'm going to have some turkey necks in it. Other than that, it's going to be crab legs, lobster tails, all the seafood you can think of, and going to enjoy it. So only thing, I'm going to have a sweet potato pie. That's Thanksgiving.
Ooh, let's go.
That's a good choice.
Pacific Northwest menu.
That's awesome. That's perfect. I love it. Farrell Brown, number 86 of our Seattle Seahawks. We'll get to see you this Sunday versus the Cardinals at Lumen Field. And if people want to follow you on Instagram, the handle is @Farrell Brown. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
And good luck with the bomb cyclone as well.
Oh, man. Thank you. Y'all stay safe.
Take care, my man.
You too.
I love that Farrell's kids don't even care that he plays football.
That is hilarious. I'm not surprised. Like, kids are never impressed by their parents, but you just think, okay, he's playing in front of 70,000 people. People are going crazy, and they're just like, Dad, where can we get some popcorn?
Doesn't faze them.
Doesn't matter.
So this got us thinking, Rockaholics. What about you? 206-803-ROCK. Fill in this sentence. Looking back on it, I should have been impressed with my parents doing blank.
Like playing for the Seahawks.
Yeah. What is something that now, as you are older, you realize was really cool that your parents did? 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after Bon Jovi.
The Daily Migs Show.
We want you to finish this sentence, Rockaholics. Looking back on it, I should have been with my parents doing blank. Should have been impressed with my parents doing blank. 206-803-ROCK. And this is all stemming from Farrell Brown of our Seattle Seahawks, telling us that his kids are not impressed at all that he plays in the NFL.
My kids do not care about the Seahawks game. They just want to go to, the daycare and play with all the kids. And all they want to know is if we won or lost after the game. So I haven't been able to get my boys to watch the game. Actually, I had them on the field pregame, funny story. So they're on the phone pregame, it's like a thing, you know what I mean? And the boys are just like, Mom, I want to go in the stands and eat popcorn. They want popcorn. They want to sit in the stands and eat popcorn. It's like, some of these kids are killed to be on the east sideline. My boys just want to go eat popcorn and they don't care nothing about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
To be fair, I bet the popcorn is pretty good there.
I'd go more pretzels personally. It also blew my mind that the Seahawks have, I don't know why it blew my mind, but I think it's just hilarious that they have like their own daycare. And I wish I would have asked them like who's like in charge of the daycare. I'm picturing like Marshawn Lynch hanging out with all the kids. How amazing would that be? If like it's at the gym, they have like someone who works for the gym will watch the kids. I'm thinking like a Seahawk alumni, and Marshawn would be the perfect one.
Absolutely.
I do think his kids one day, when they're a little bit older, will be bragging about the fact that their dad played in the NFL.
Oh, it's going to click someday. What is something now that as you are older, you realize was really cool that your parents did? 206-803-ROCK. Aaron from Tacoma, tell us about your folks.
Yeah, hello, everybody. Good morning.
What's up, Aaron?
This is Aaron from Tacoma. Hey, yeah, so from the time I was, I think my mom was pregnant with me when we were in Mexico for the first time. But for 18 years, every single June through August, my parents would take all 5 of my siblings, so there were 6 of us, and my dad bought this giant, Hertz rental van that they decommissioned, and he put the front part of the cab, kind of built it into like a camper, and then we go to St. Vincent de Paul, and they load it up with all these bales of clothing that the Goodwill and the Salvation Army and all these places they would put these clothes in these like a hay baler, and they'd load the entire truck up. They'd load us up, and then we'd drive down. He'd hook up a Ford F-150 with a camper on the back of it and tow it behind this thing with quads on it and everything. And we'd drive down to Mexico, and we'd deliver all these bales of clothing to all these missions all the way down the
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's awesome.
And we did it for so many years that we'd pull in, and there'd be hundreds of people that would know we were going to be there, and we'd pull in, and all of us would sit there and just hand out clothes to all of these, people that didn't have anything.
So, Aaron, when you were a kid, did you feel like this was just a massive chore, and it wasn't until you were older that you realized, man, we were doing some pretty cool stuff?
Yeah, at first I was like, this is just work, and then, but then spending 3 months in Mexico every summer surfing and
that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Hanging out in Mexico all summer. It was awesome. And then on the way back, they'd stop by all these places. They dropped clothes off, and my dad would place all these orders for like Mexican blankets and piñatas and, puppets. And then we come back.
Aaron, you're the best, man. Thank you, man. That's awesome.
Kelsey from Covington, tell us about your parents getting married.
My parents have been married for 30 years this year.
Congrats.
Yes, and they got married on a baseball field down in Kent.
What?
Yeah, they got married on Russell Road Park. It's next to the ice skating rink down in Kent. And they were married on Field 3, and they walked from home plate all the way around the bases, and they were wearing baseball uniforms, and everybody threw popcorn. And
that is so cute.
They were in the newspaper.
Were they just, I know they must be massive baseball fans. That'd be a stupid question to ask, but did they play like on a softball team together? Like, what was this?
They did. They met playing softball. My dad played for a men's league. My mom played for a women's league, and then they both played for a co-ed league where they met.
It's about to become a co-ed league. Yeah.
That'd be funny if you were like... That'd be funny if you were like, no, they played basketball.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah,
right.
They hated baseball.
My dad did play soccer growing up, but they definitely played baseball up until I think about 2 years ago is when they finally stopped playing.
So did that also is pretty impressive. But so did everybody that was at the wedding, did they wear baseball uniforms as well?
Yes. Yep. They had an umpire as the officiant, and then all the groomsmen wore blue baseball uniforms with Russell across because that was their last name. And then the girls wore pink baseball uniforms. Yep.
I want to see photos of this so bad. This sounds amazing.
I can absolutely text those in.
Our text line doesn't take pictures, so send it, if you can message them on social media.
Email.
Or DMS at KISW.com is our email.
Did they end up playing baseball afterwards? Like after the wedding was over, instead of a reception, did they have a game?
I'll have to ask them, but I know that my mom sang the national anthem.
This just keeps getting better.
And how was it catered? With just peanuts and Cracker Jacks?
So it was down at Russell Road Park in Kent, and the lady who runs the concession stand, Kelly, opened the concession stand and sold hot dogs.
This is like a movie, Kelsey.
It was so cute. I know.
Well, tell your parents congrats on 30 years from the Daly Migs Show, please.
Yeah, your parents are awesome.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Rock on. How would you like to beat Steve, Rockaholics? It would be very, very helpful. A benefit if you were tuned into the men's room yesterday at 5:40 because we gave out a cheat sheet and it had 3 of the correct answers for the next game. And Steve now has 333 wins, 100 losses.
Shut up.
And 55 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daly Migs Show.
The most spectacular event of the holiday season is coming live to Muckleshoot Event Center, Sunday, December 15th. Holiday Dreams, a magical holiday surf. Watch acrobats flip and daredevils soar through a winter wonderland of holograms and lasers. A jaw-dropping holiday performance the whole family can enjoy, only at Muckleshoot Casino Resort. Get tickets now at muckleshootcasino.com.
Every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Looking to turn up the heat in your relationship this holiday? Lovers has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that are as nice or as naughty as you are. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence. You won again. Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
Uh-oh. What the hell's going on over here? Poor Sarah. Sarah's being accosted by both Taryn and Danny.
Why didn't you get any of that?
Because I don't have any hair to rub.
I know. Feel like you're like pulling it. And not in a fun way.
They just kind of give you like a weird, aggressive head massage.
Well, you know why? Because you gave us crap in the last Beat Migs about not being energetic enough.
It cracks me up that they would even criticize our jumping when they do not jump.
I know, exactly.
So instead you come over here and harass me?
Of course, yeah. You're the one that complained.
Oh, next time get Steve. Let's get to Jesse from Federal
I don't
Way.
have any hair. It won't bother me.
Jesse, are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Hey. All right, I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Oh, did you check and see if he did the cheat sheet thingy-bingy?
Wow, thank you so much for reminding me.
I know your brain's been rattled by Danny.
It really has.
Yeah.
Jesse, were you listening to the men's room around 5:40 yesterday?
I was not. I don't know.
That's fine.
Wing it.
You're winging it. Well, hopefully you win. All right, Steve, get out of here.
You and me both. Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Jesse has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How many sides does a trapezoid have?
4 sides.
Correct.
Sides.
Which horoscope sign is a fish?
Pisces.
Yes. The 2 main components of bronze are copper and what?
Irons?
No.
Pass.
What NBA player is the only person to win MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year?
Oh, gosh, pass.
Patagonia is part of Chile in what other country?
Brazil.
No.
Nope, pass.
According to Google, which app has the most active users in the world?
X?
No.
Facebook?
Yes. Who played Hansel in the comedy Zoolander?
That's Owen Wilson.
Yes. Your thumb has 2 bones. Each other finger has 3 bones. So how many total finger bones do you have on one hand?
18.
No.
Oh, wait, on either hand?
On one of your hands.
That is 3, 4, 12, 15, 16.
No.
Really working that clock, Jesse.
I like that counting out loud. That usually helps me, but it didn't really help you. But you got 4 correct.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. You know, I will say, if you were listening to the cheat sheet, you may have got
3 more.
Yeah, so 7 total. I was going to say 9. Clearly, my math is not great either.
It's Friday.
It is, thank goodness. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
How many sides does a trapezoid have?
6?
No.
7?
No.
10?
No. Which horoscope sign is a fish?
Is it 3?
No.
Horoscope, Pisces.
Correct. The 2 main components of bronze are copper and what?
Gold.
No.
Silver.
No.
Aluminum.
No. What NBA player is the only person to win MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year?
Larry Bird.
Wow, yes. Patagonia is part of Chile and what other country?
Patagonia?
Yes, what did I say?
Oh, no, I thought you said I was just guessing.
Oh.
Chile and Brazil?
No.
Spain?
No.
I don't know.
According to Google, which app has the most active users in the world?
Facebook.
Wow, yes. Who played Hansel in the comedy Zoolander?
Is that Ben Stiller?
It's not.
Oh. Zac Efron.
No, but I love him.
Paul Rudd.
No. Your thumb has 2 bones. Each other finger has 3 bones. So how many total finger bones do you have in one hand?
Whoa. 15?
No.
What was the question again? I know I missed the time, but
your thumb has 2 bones.
2 bones, okay.
Each other finger has 3 bones. So how many total finger bones do you have in one hand?
I hate this.
I don't know anymore.
Was it 14?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. You finally figured it out. Wow, Steve.
That was a fun question, even though I hate math.
Wasn't it fun?
It made me think about my fingers.
Is that fun for you?
Yeah, it kind of was.
Okay.
Steve's a bones guy.
I am. Thank you.
So you
Big
got
bone guy.
Steve. You got 3 correct, which is a loss. 4-3. Jesse, congratulations. Woo! I did not see that coming.
I did not either.
Wow, Steve, you really needed that cheat sheet too, I will tell you.
I kind of did.
One that was not on the cheat sheet, but Jesse did get correct. A trapezoid has 4 sides.
Also, I like that was your lead question, which is supposed to be like the easiest
It
one.
really was.
Yes. Wasn't for me.
Clearly not. The 2 main components in bronze are copper and what, Taryn?
Tin.
Yes. And Patagonia is part of
Wait,
Chile.
was that on the cheat sheet?
Sure was.
Okay, that's
Yes.
why you said it so confidently.
And Patagonia is part of Chile and what other country?
Argentina.
That was also
Yeah,
on
see,
the
when
cheat
you
sheet.
asked me the question, you didn't say Patagonia. You said like Anagonia. So that's why I said Patagonia, because I thought it'd be funny that in my head that was the answer. I didn't realize that you just screwed up the question.
Well, and then you said that, and I was like, yeah, but that Patagonia isn't a part of Patagonia.
It's fine. I don't need to argue anymore.
Oh, man. Well, and then
I'll take my loss like a man.
Thank you. It's your second one of the day.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, what, at 8:50, I'm taking on Thrill, so I got to beat him.
Oh, my gosh.
Right.
You might have your work cut out for you because he's a smart guy.
Yeah, because he lost the fantasy football bet for the week, and so he's playing me at Beat Migs.
You better study during the commercial breaks.
What do I study?
Anything.
Okay.
We have partnered up once again with the Washington State Council of Firefighters and Operation Warm, and the goal is to put coats on local children in need. It is called Coats for Kids, go figure. And for just $20, you can put a brand new American-made coat on a local child who really needs one this time of year.
And the donations are coming. Dude, shout out to the Rockaholics. Yesterday we were under $1,000. We're now over $1,500. Thanks to Rockaholics, like Sebastian Mutter donated $100. Patricia Nelson donated $50. Edward Burtash donated $100. So did Lawrence. Also for $200, I'll butcher your last name. It's Lawrence Pavlinovic.
Nailed it.
Donated $200. That is awesome. Also, James Barfinch, he joined the 69 Club by donating $69 as well. Any amount helps. Like you said, $20 puts a brand new coat on a kid in need. But if you have only $5, that's awesome because that'll add up. Or if you have $200 like Lawrence did, that's awesome as well.
Yeah, shout out to all the Rockaholics who've already made the donation, and you can get on board by heading to KISW.com. A member of our show did something very odd to have to deal with not having power, and it involved their feet. What happened? We're going to tell you after Blind Melon.
The Daily Migs Show.
There's this brand new feature on the Odyssey app we want all of our Rockaholics to know about, where you can leave a voice message. And since Thanksgiving is happening next week, we were hoping that you'd leave us a voice message about some ridiculous thing that you are thankful for.
Absolutely. The dumber, the better.
We will play back your answers next week. You can download the app.
We might play the heartfelt ones too, but you only got a minute, so let's get the good ones.
Yes, it's spelled AUDACY. Download it and leave us a voice message, Rockaholics. A member of this show did something very odd to deal with not having power, and it involved their tootsies, their feet.
I have to say, of all of us, of the four, if you said which one would be the last one without power, I would have never guessed it would be Sarah. Just because I figured, Mercer Island, they're going to get power back right away. They probably got like a CEO for like Puget Sound Energy. I'll just like flip a switch and they're good to go again. And you were the last. Granted, Danny and I didn't have to deal with it at all.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of little light flickers. It was tough, but we got through it together. We have a support group on Facebook.
Oh, my gosh.
And Taryn, you were out for a day.
Yeah, about 24 hours on the dot.
And I just got mine back last night.
So like a day and a half.
Like 2 days.
Oh, yeah. Math isn't great for me.
Clearly. Yeah, I was also shocked that we didn't get it back faster, to be honest. So you're not the only one that thought that. But it's okay. Mercer Island can struggle here and there.
A lot of Seahawks players had to deal with it, too. Even the VMAC, they didn't have power. They had to use generators. Granted, their generators work, unlike yours.
Yup.
Did you try and fix that? Did George try and fix it?
Yeah, dude, it was disgusting. We were out in the driveway because I was trying to be a supportive wife, so I was watching him do it for about 2 hours. And my feet got very cold in the process.
Now, were you willing to do it and be outside in the cold because you realized inside your house it wasn't much warmer?
Kind of, but I would have rather been in bed, just bundled up in the covers. Yeah. But, I'm a nice person, I guess.
Well, we were looking at your Instagram stories, and you did something strange to stay warm.
You say strange. I think it was brilliant.
I mean, I've never done this thing, but you just, I guess, taught me a new trick.
Yes. I decided my feet were freezing. I had 2 pairs of socks on and my slippers, and nothing was making them warmer. So I decided to boil some water and stick my feet in really hot water.
I've never seen anyone do that before, but it makes sense because they say like the coldest parts of your body, like the feet and then the top of your head.
Yeah, and my hands. And I had hand warmers, so that was good.
And I'm just wondering if you saved that water because you could probably sell it on the internet for a pretty penny.
Would you buy it?
Somebody would.
Okay, see, I had a different thought, Taryn. I watched this, and I saw her feet in the pot, and I was just thinking to myself, this is the girl who wants us to eat her when she dies. And I was like, is this her way of making like a Sarah feet stew for George to eat?
That went dark.
She's getting him prepared to eat her when she dies.
Did she have carrots in that little bowl that she was putting her feet in, and like some potatoes and
some onions?
A little Sarah stew?
A little tofu in there, too. Yeah.
And then the power went on, and I grabbed the audio just because I thought this was like the funniest part, and almost I could just picture George wanting to slam his head against the wall when this was the indicator that the power went on.
As we were sitting in the dark, enjoying our extremely cold but really good burritos, we heard a beep, and guess freaking what? We got power!
And then you pan your camera to the thing that I bought you for a housewarming gift that he hates, which is the light up, live, laugh, love sign.
Yes, because for some reason, anytime our power flickers or anything, that sign always comes on, even if it wasn't on before.
It's like a daily reminder of why he hates me.
And then he literally, I was like, our sign's on, babe. He literally goes to unplug the sign. I'm like, no, you? Don't unplug it. What are you doing?
That would have been so great if the power went back out when he unplugged it.
That would have been so funny.
Yeah.
Well, and then of course we start like watching TV, and he starts watching a show, and then I'm looking at him like trying to get attention, and I'm like, man, I wish the power was still out because you gave me more attention when we didn't have TV. And he was like, do not say you wish the power was out
Well,
still.
good news. Maybe tonight the storms are coming back.
It might. I don't know. It was kind of an adventure. I'm not going to lie.
I feel like you thought it was romantic for like 5 minutes and then you were over it.
Me?
Yeah.
I think that was George. Are you kidding me? It's just
You had to cook your feet to stay warm.
Yeah, but we did it together.
Oh, God, shut up.
It was under a flashlight and candlelight. It was so romantic.
A pro hockey player just got injured and is out of nearly a month, all because he took a puck straight to the boys.
Ouch.
Social media is having a nutty time with this, so we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet and the not-so-secret secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com /Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com /Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Big box stores are great if you want to stay the same. But be careful not to get boxed in. North Coast Electric Supply can help you get where you need to go. From great products to unique services and solutions. Click now and experience your upgrade.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck. And what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
Minnesota Wild forward Matt Zuccarello is sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks after undergoing surgery for a ruptured testicle.
Hey, when that happens.
And this was caused by a puck striking him during a game against Montreal back on November 14th. This is the original call from when it happened.
Rossi to the point. Wrist shot, Faber right on, hit his own player in front. We got Zuccarello in the midsection, and he is still down like midsection, and hopefully he will be okay. It looks like he's going to head right to the dressing room.
So at that moment, they're thinking, oh, it's just the stomach. Then I think later on, some of the announcers thought, oh, maybe it's the knee. Like they weren't able to figure it out at first.
Well, then they saw the instant replay and realized exactly where it hit him.
The ice, and he can't get there. This is a look right here. Faber shot. Oh, boy.
That line right there. Oh, boy. We now know what's going on.
That didn't catch his knee. I was hoping maybe it caught his knee, but...
And never would you want it to catch the knee. That also would be a bad spot to get hit. But if you had to pick, knee over boys any day of the week.
For sure.
Oh, that's awful.
So many were obviously shocked by what happened. So we are going to go straight to the comments.
Send a few of these videos to our production director, Jason. Said, pick out some of your favorites and reenact them however you'd like. Are you ready for the first comment about Zuccarello's boys?
Let's get it.
All right.
Good old One Nut Zuck is what they would have called him.
Okay. I'm sure his teammates will come up with some creative nicknames for him after he's okay, and he can maybe at some point laugh about it.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, imagine if he wasn't wearing a cup. Yikes.
I know of some players that don't. And that just seems crazy. Not like some of the guys even I played beer league with, they weren't wearing cups.
Oh,
and it was just crazy.
Gosh.
My buddy Munson was one of those guys.
Likes to live dangerously,
and
huh?
you've talked to Munson, now you kind of get a vibe for who he is. I remember one time during a pickup game, we're playing, and he just kind of like, his hockey pants were falling apart, and he kind of like pulled them to the side, and I could see things dangling.
What?
Let's just say he scored on me in that situation because I was a little distracted. I was like, you son of a bitch. It was the funniest thing ever.
God.
I heard it broke his cup. That's nuts.
I've had my cup broken before playing hockey.
You took a slap shot?
Yeah, my buddy, this guy Yev, he was this dude. He played in Russia. He moved to the States and was a great junior hockey player. He took a slap shot and it hit me, and I stopped it. Thankfully, I stopped it with the cup, and everyone's like, "Where's the puck? Where's the puck?" It was lodged into my pants. No. It broke the cup. And it took me a second for it to really register. And I'm like, I'm starting to feel it now. That was not fun.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was insane.
At least you didn't rupture your testicle.
No, thank God. My cup worked pretty good. Goalie cups are 2 cups, basically.
Oh, really?
So it's like it's like a thinner cup, and at least the one I had. And then under it is like the sturdy super duper cup.
This is why I don't play hockey. Well, that and the fact that I'm 62, out of shape, and don't know how to skate.
I mean, it's still hope. I've heard the stories of 62-year-old guys who never skated before making the NHL.
The over 60 league.
Yes.
Zuccarello has always had testicular fortitude.
Testicular fortitude.
Yeah.
Google it. Sarah's looking at us like
she doesn't know what fortitude means.
I don't get it. Testicular fortitude.
You know what? While we listen to the last comment, why don't you just Google testicular fortitude?
Should I Google image?
I mean, you don't need to.
Okay.
All right, one more comment.
Good thing you don't need balls to play hockey. You just need pucks.
Okay. That's a good one. That's actually pretty clever.
Oh.
You got it now?
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's grit, motivation, commitment.
I have a question, though. So surgery for a ruptured testicle, does that mean that the testicle gets like put back together?
Thank you. I was wondering the same thing.
Is he down to one testicle? What happens?
Does it just kind of explode and they just kind of piece it?
You notice how the girls are asking these questions, but both dudes in the room are just like, I don't want to know, and I'm not going to ask any questions.
I was going to Google it, but then I was scared.
If you do, please don't show it to me.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, does it go back to, is it going to be normal?
Can he have kids?
I don't know.
Well, if he has one still, that's fine. That wasn't ruptured. There's still a chance, yeah.
It's wild. Well, best wishes for a speedy recovery. Chris Cornell's daughter definitely takes after her dad as she just released her debut single. You're going to hear it during What's Trending after Nirvana.
The Daily Migs Show.
Well, it certainly has been a wild week so far. Bombs, cyclones, all sorts of things in the news. And sifting through to try to find out the nuggets of pop culture, that can be really tough to do. So we're going to help you out by telling you what's trending.
What's trending on the Daily Migs Show? What's trending? Let's go. Let's go.
Toni Cornell is the daughter of late Soundgarden and Audioslave and Temple of the Dog frontman Chris Cornell, and she released her debut single. It is called Sunset of Your Love, and this is a sample of it.
Sun-kissed memories, yellow like a submarine, wrap me in a summer day. You there in the light, anything to see you smile, how you gonna always stay? It hits me every time, I don't know how to catch my breath.
Jeez. Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
I don't wanna lose you yet. In the sunset of your love.
You know what's funny? This reminds me a lot of like some of like the Chris Cornell solo stuff that he was doing when he did that show at the Benaroya Hall. Like it had like this kind of a cool, different instrumentation vibe to it, and that reminds me a lot of that.
Oh yeah, she sounds amazing. That's a beautiful song.
That's a great voice too. Yes. Then we go from that to Jaleel White. You remember him, Urkel?
Of course.
He's trending right now because he said no to doing a Family Matters reboot, which is like, what? Right? I think a lot of people ask why.
Give the people what they want.
Well, here he is talking about why.
I embraced the TGIF
legacy, but I'm also careful to acknowledge that TGIF was a sinking ship. And
Okay, first of all,
Don't be using words like that.
do you think it's? I feel like it's money. It's got to be money, right?
I mean, TGIF was everything.
Did he
What is
not make?
talking
Did he
about?
not make money? Maybe from like syndication. He still has a bad taste in his mouth.
I mean, a lot of those child stars just don't want to be related to like this. It's the same with Corey from Boy Meets World. Like all of the members do a podcast called Pod or whatever, and it's all about the show except for Corey. And it's like, and he just doesn't want to be involved with it.
Well, he should do a podcast with Jaleel and anyone else who they hate it, and it could be like called "I Hate My Youth" or something like that.
Yeah.
They talk about why they hate it.
and you cannot make shows like that right now. Fuller House, I feel like they got away with it because they have a schmaltzy kind of vanilla thing that they do that's very Hallmarkish.
You watch your mouth, Jaleel.
I cannot
think
believe this.
both shows were very schmaltzy.
That's very Hallmarkish, to be quite honest, and it benefits Candace, and that's wonderful. But
I felt like a little shade right there.
Wow.
I'm starting to become a fan of Jaleel. I think
spicy.
I like Angry Urkel.
But I just didn't feel like we could get away with that same brand of humor. So
Good for you for knowing that.
And
okay, who's this guy?
Don't encourage him.
Good for you for knowing that.
And I was not offered a direct reboot. I was offered a blind contract with no script and half the pay that I made leaving the show.
Oh, just answer it that way. Say, look, they weren't willing to pay me enough. And then I would be like, you know what? I'm with you there.
Oh,
that would be... Danny, you were a big Family Matters fan, right?
Oh, yeah. All those shows.
Yeah, TGIF Friday. What was your favorite of those?
Probably Boy Meets World. Honestly, I loved Boy Meets World, but any Family Matters,
Step by Step. Step by Step was the best.
What about Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
That actually was pretty good,
I
too.
loved Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
And what was the one, Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Wasn't that on there? Was that...
I think it was.
That was TGI Friday, right?
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I was thinking you were talking about Clarissa Explains It All, which was also Melissa Joan Hart and also amazing.
These are great memories.
Not for Jaleel White, apparently.
Apparently not. We are in the middle of a fantasy football battle with the guys next door in the men's room. And this week, Thrill and Ted's team came in dead last. So as a punishment, Thrill is going to be coming in early, taking on Migs in Beat Migs. It is Steve versus Steve.
Let's go.
At 8:50.
The Daly Migs Show.
Every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Looking to turn up the heat in your relationship this holiday? Lovers has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that are as nice or as naughty as you are. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend. It's
This is so silly because Thrill is in studio with us right now.
Do you guys always break into dance on your Friday?
Every Friday.
And they do.
Taryn is getting after, man.
Yeah. Yep.
The coog is coming out.
of us.
I thought for sure you'd be on Team Steve and Sarah.
Right?
What, you guys don't jump around during that song on
Hell
Friday?
no.
Thank you.
We like to sit, okay?
Man.
And we do have Thrill from the men's room
Yeah,
here to
yeah.
play. Thrill, can you explain why you're here?
Because you're a bitch who sends awful emails. And also my fantasy football team lost. Those are the two reasons.
That's the real reason. Because if I was your teammate on fantasy football, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, because you have George.
I was going to say, George is doing it. Don't try to fool us.
Yeah.
You got a general manager.
Yeah, you and Ted, what are you doing?
Nothing. Failing. Losing.
Here's a question. At any point in the last several weeks, have you and Ted had any conversations about your fantasy football team?
No, we just look at each other sadly and slowly shake our heads. I mean,
It sounds like Danny and I.
Yeah. Well, let's see if you can beat Migs.
Every time I'm like, Danny, what are we doing? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, just checking.
And Mike tries to help me. Mike's like, dude, just sit this guy, put this guy in there. And then I never get around to it.
Oh my gosh. So he even gives you advice and you don't take it.
He really does. Yeah. I think he just feels bad for me.
So just like the NFL, this fantasy football league is rigged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
All right, bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Thrill has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Marilyn Monroe sang about how diamonds are a girl's best what?
Friend.
Correct. Who do the Seahawks play this Sunday?
49ers.
No.
Oh, play this Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, crap, man. Oh, Arizona.
There we go. How many months end in the letter E?
1.
Yes. Which Midwest state raises the most turkeys?
Nebraska.
No.
Race the most turkeys. Kentucky.
No.
Idaho.
No. What kind of soda is in a typical Long Island iced tea?
Oh, crap.
Come on.
There's soda in there?
Yes.
I honestly didn't know. Coke? Sprite?
Yes, Coke.
All
Who
right.
played Ben Gates in the 2004 movie National Treasure?
Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
All right.
What type of farm did Taylor Swift grow up on?
A hit-making farm.
No.
Christmas tree farm?
Yes! Which planet has 13 rings and 27 moons?
Saturn.
No.
Jupiter.
No.
Uranus.
Yes!
Give it to him.
I'm giving it to you.
All right.
All right, Thrill. With that, you got 7 correct.
I can't believe I did that well.
I'm feeling good.
Honestly, yeah, I thought for
You
sure.
thought I was stupid, didn't you?
I didn't think you would get that many. I mean, one of those questions.
The turkey one, what is that?
Well, we'll see
Who
if
the
Steve
hell
knows.
knows that?
Whoa.
If he gets that one right, this is rigged.
If the vegan knows the answer to this question, I'll be very impressed.
I'm going to be upset.
He's a very good guesser, so you never know. Steve, are you ready? Yes! Marilyn Monroe sang about how diamonds are a girl's best what?
Friend.
You know it. Who do the Seahawks play this Sunday?
They play the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes. How many months end in the letter E?
January. No.
Oh my gosh.
1?
Yes. Which Midwest state raises the most turkeys?
Wisconsin?
No.
Illinois?
No.
Ohio?
No. What kind of soda is in a typical Long Island iced tea?
There is Diet Cola?
No.
Diet Coke?
No.
Pepsi?
I mean, it could be. Who played Ben Gates in the 2004 movie National Treasure?
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Yes. What type of farm did Taylor Swift grow up on?
Oh, man. I'm going to say...
Turkey.
No, I'm not going to...
Turkey farm.
A pig.
No. Pig farm.
A cow farm?
No.
A corn farm.
No. Which planet has 13 rings and 27 moons?
That would be Saturn?
No.
Was it Uranus?
Of course it was.
Damn it.
Steve?
I did not do well.
You got 5 correct, which is a loss. 7-5.
Damn.
Let's go, Thrill.
Can't beat you in football, but I can beat the Migs.
Oh, man.
What is the freaking Midwestern state that produces the most goddamn turkeys?
Missouri?
No. Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Really?
Why do we think potatoes with Idaho, but I never think turkeys with Minnesota?
You do now. You do now.
I will now, yes.
Yeah. So when you're eating your turkey next week, think of
Shout
Minnesota.
out Minnesota.
I'm very impressed that Thrill knew the type of farm Taylor Swift grew up on.
Yeah, I'm a Swiftie at heart.
And?
I'm not. I was making fun of her about it because apparently her job was to remove the praying mantises from the Christmas tree, seriously, before the parents sold them.
Oh, that's right.
That was her
Christmas
gig.
farm. I now remember that. Yeah.
I love that you knew actual
I don't.
information about that.
I'm not happy that I know that.
I didn't even
I'm
know
really
that.
not.
And then you finally both understood that my Uranus. Uranus.
Your what?
How many rings does Uranus have, Sarah?
It's 13 rings.
My Uranus?
My Uranus.
My Uranus.
My Uranus.
Yes. Well, congratulations, Thrill, on beating Steve.
Thank you so much.
Oh, he got you good.
My Uranus.
We have partnered up once again with the fabulous folks at the Washington State Council of Firefighters and Operation Warm. We are putting brand new warm winter jackets on local kids in need through Coats for Kids.
We have a very high goal of $50,000, but the more money we raise, the more coats we could get for kids. Right now, we're only at $1,600. I say only, we're early into it, but the Rockaholics, I know you can step up and help out. Constance Baker just donated $20. That's awesome, helping out the cause. That is a brand new coat for a kid in need. And also shout out to Tamara Peterson joining the 69 Club. She donated $69, but any amount will help from $20 to $200. And we've gotten those donations all over. If you got more, awesome. If you got less, $5 helps too.
Any amount at KISW.com. Thank you, Rockaholics. 206-803-ROCK. We have a simple question for you, and it is all based on a strange chat that happened during a Seattle Kraken game, but it has nothing to do with hockey whatsoever. Call in now, and we promise it is a simple question. 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after the Odyssey world premiere of 3 Days Grace.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
Last week, the Kraken were playing the Chicago Blackhawks. And during the game, John, Eddie, and JT were talking about something random. And that random thing was chopsticks.
Are you apt to be able to use chopsticks? Are you? Yeah, probably about 5 to 7.
Dude, sometimes when they're playing, when the game's going on, I'm like, these guys just should have a podcast. Especially John and Eddie Oldchuck are like that, and then JT chimes in every once in a while as well. The three of them are hilarious together, I think.
Absolutely.
For probably about 5 to 7 minutes, and then I get frustrated. Okay, yeah. But I can use them. But okay. The longer it takes, confidence level. Yeah. Okay. I'd say confidence level is 6 out of 10. All right, Johnny, how about you? No, 0. Never. Just never. No experimenting? No. I know my granddaughter, Audrey Marie. Yes. Yeah, she can do it. She's 4, and she can work the chopsticks. It's impressive. Yeah. The rest of my family does, but I'm not a lot of fun. Jones now will send it in. McCann has Beniers. He scores!
I love that. He needs to do more chopstick conversations because apparently Matty Bernier's like, enough with the chopsticks. I'm going to score a goal to shut you guys up. I thought that was the funniest thing.
So this leads us to want to ask a simple question.
I feel like I'm sitting at a bar just watching the game with a couple of buddies who are just arguing over chopsticks, but they know a lot about hockey as well.
So great. The simple question we want to ask, we'll start with Daniel in Centralia. What is something simple that you can't do?
Recalling things that happened like 20 minutes ago. My short-term memory sucks.
So are you bad with names then?
Oh, horribly bad with names. Absolutely horrible.
Dude, that's the worst when like you meet somebody, they say their name, and you're having a good conversation, you're like 30 seconds into the conversation, you're like, I kind of like this guy. Do not remember his name whatsoever, and he just told me it. This sucks.
The simple question to Chuck in Des Moines. Chuck, what is the simple thing that you can't do?
The chair challenge. Have you tried it?
I don't even know what this is.
Okay, well, you get a chair.
Okay.
You know, just normal, like, classroom chair. And
like a folding chair?
Over, put your head against the wall, and you pick the chair up and try to stand up. Raise, stand straight back up.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I'm going to look.
Can't do it. I've lost. I had to buy beers all night because my coworker did it and I couldn't.
I never even heard of this.
Women can only do it.
Well, we need to try it on the show sometime then.
I'm going to YouTube it first.
Thanks, Chuck.
What about you, Taryn? What's the simple thing that you cannot do?
This is really embarrassing. I'm terrible with right and left.
Okay.
Terrible. I mean, eventually I'll get it, but I'm always like, oh yeah, left up here. No, what I meant was right. All the time.
I am very guilty of every once in a while looking down at my hand and making the L shape with my hand in order to be able to tell what. And it sucks because when doing the independent wrestling, a lot of things are, you need to know which direction you're going. Like, blah, 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 turn left. And I turn right and catch an elbow to the face. And like, hey, dude, I told you to turn left. I'm like, I know, I'm an idiot. And I just learned a valuable lesson.
I think my 5-year-old is better with right and left than I am.
Yes.
It's very embarrassing. Do you have one?
And my wife just did it yesterday and almost rubbed it in my face that I can't do it. I can't shuffle a deck of cards for the life of me.
Oh, really?
Can't do it. We just got we're getting everything ready for the big birthday party for Tatum, and it's a Grinch theme. And so we got Grinch bingo. And
Cute.
so Tatum's Sid's like, oh, I'm going to shuffle up the cards because now we could call out the numbers and all this stuff. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, let me see how bad you are at this. And then she just crushed it. And I'm like, damn it. Am I the only person that can't shuffle a deck of cards?
I would love to be your shuffling coach.
Mm-hmm.
I will bring in a deck of cards next week, and I will teach you before the Thanksgiving holiday how to shuffle.
And I will try, but I'm almost willing to give you my word that no matter how hard you try and teach me, I will still fail at it.
All right.
It's like there's a mental block. What about you, Danny?
My daughter will tell you that I do not know how to skip.
To my Lou?
Yeah, exactly. I literally cannot skip. I look like I'm gonna fall over every single time.
But you look like that when you walk in general.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
She tells me the other day, my little sister can skip, Dad, and you can't. And her little sister's too. So,
do you think it would help if you wore shoes that were the same color?
Probably not.
Rockaholics, we know
Taryn.
that you are a massive music fan. But do you think that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the
Queen
chorus?
Shuffler sure can.
Prove it to us, and if you do, you'll win tickets to see Linkin Park on September 24th at Climate Pledge Arena. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned, and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
All morning, we have received texts and calls from you that we haven't had a chance to chat with you about. But the time has come. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, so please do give us a call if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show this morning, or if you have anything on your mind that you'd like to discuss. 206-803-ROCK.
A few text messages are coming in giving us a hard time. One person says that chair challenge, because earlier we were talking about simple things that you cannot do, and somebody called in and said they couldn't do the chair challenge. And we're like, I don't even know what the hell the chair challenge is. And he described it. And then a few texts have come in saying the chair challenge has been going on for a very long time. Where have you guys been? And another person said only women can do the chair challenge. Men cannot. So I had no idea what the hell the chair challenge was. You didn't. Danny, you had no idea, right?
Nope.
Sarah?
Nope.
Apparently we're all living under a rock because I guess about 4 years ago this was going on. What? And I found a news news coverage of it to kind of give us an idea of what the chair challenge is. And also, they had a therapist on, a physical therapist, to talk about why guys can't do it.
The chair challenge is more than picking up a chair. First, you start with your feet together against the wall. Next, take 2 steps back in a straight line. Put your feet together.
Okay.
Lean forward. Your head has to touch the wall at all times. Slide a chair in. Pick that chair up and try to stand up. And let's see how we did. Danielle? Got it. Maureen? Those leopard heels didn't stop her.
Wow.
Them leopard heels looking pretty good
We
on her.
might be wearing the wrong shoes for this.
I didn't wear my leopard heels today. And after we do the chair challenge, we're going to do the Tide Pod challenge after that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Then it was my turn.
Are you serious? Is that Drew for real? You stand up. Just stand up. Stand up. Just stand up.
I can't.
So what's the deal? You might be kind of curious. We turn to physical therapists at Metro Health for answers.
Some people think it has something to do with core strength or ability to bend in that position. And we think it is a lot more to do with center of mass, essentially how big the size of someone's foot is. So people with larger feet will put them farther away from the wall and extend their center of mass away from a position that their muscles can act as levers and move them across the anchor of their center of mass.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Well, now I'm a little worried for Sarah because, as I understand, you have some water skis over there, don't you?
My God,
Oh, so you might not be able to do it.
wow. Something I tell you in private about myself, and now you're just putting. Do not look at my feet.
We have almost the same size feet.
That was my favorite.
You might be a
thing
half size larger than me.
that Taryn has ever said.
Wow. When I used to go bowling with friends, I would whisper to the person my size shoe because I am embarrassed.
Did we wear the same size?
Stop.
It was 12 or 13s. I can't tell.
Oh my God.
I'm in between.
15s, actually.
15s.
Wow.
Those are some like Shaquille O'Neal size feet.
Yeah.
You know what? And I will still do this chair challenge better than all y'all.
Well, let's have Sarah try it.
You want to go first?
Oh, God. Here we go. Are we doing this?
I might as well try it.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll have Sarah go first, and then I'll give it a whirl then to see if it works for the guys, and Danny, if you want to try as well. Okay. So then what you have to do, so you got to put your foot against the wall first.
Yeah, we'll add the chair.
Yeah, and then take one step back with one foot, and then put the other foot behind that one, and now even them out. Okay, now bank. No. Put your head now. Yeah, on the wall. Oh, my God.
Okay, so Steve is putting the chair.
I'm going to slide that chair under you.
That's a big chair, too.
It's a chair-sized chair.
Okay.
Now stand up.
Now stand up. What?
She did it.
She did it. Okay.
She did it.
Even with those water skis.
All right.
Steve, let's go next.
All right, I got this.
Okay, so Steve, feet against the wall.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's standing.
One back in a straight line. Another one behind it in a straight line. Even the feet out.
You know what's funny is anyone who's walking by the studio right now is like,
forward.
what are they doing? They're on air. Do they know they're on air?
Your head has to be touching the wall.
Head's touching the wall.
Okay.
All right, now pick up the chair.
Pick up the chair. Now stand up.
Oh, what?
He did it!
Whoa!
baby!
It's all that soy. It's giving me more estrogen.
Well, congratulations, Steve.
You did it.
what no man before you could do.
Okay.
That was impressive.
That was hard, though.
I could see. I mean, you looked like you were working very hard.
I had to bounce the booty a little bit to get that going.
Oh, my God.
That's right. You bounced that booty.
I can't wait to go home and tell my wife what I accomplished today. She's going to be so unimpressed.
She might hand you a medal. You don't even know. Seahawks tight end Pharaoh Brown joined us earlier this morning, and he shared something with us that we had no clue existed within the Seahawks organization. If you missed it, you're going to hear from Pharaoh at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Happy Blue Friday, Rockaholics. We are patiently counting down the days until the Seahawks versus Cardinals this Sunday at Lumen Field, and we are talking with Pharaoh Brown, number 86 of our Seattle Seahawks. Good morning, Pharaoh.
Good morning.
How are you doing, my man?
Doing great. Living through these, what they call them, bomb cyclones or something?
Dude, how did you lose power? How are things in your world?
Hey, man. We thugging it like back in the days right now. No power, no showers, but good. It's okay. We don't let it mess up our day.
It builds character.
Oh, yeah.
It's the worst name for like some like a weather issue, like calling it the bomb cyclone. I'm like, that's rather aggressive.
Yeah, I got a little PowerPoint of what it actually means. I guess different storms in different water, but I thought all water was water. But hey, who am I?
Sounds like you might be our next meteorologist.
Yeah, it's a hurricane. If it's in the Gulf, it's a bomb cyclone. If it's in the Pacific, but hey.
Wow.
Well, I learned more today than I have from reading the internet and trying to figure out what the hell a bomb cyclone is. So I appreciate that, Farrell.
I mean, I was in Seattle. I didn't feel a bomb nor cyclone. But, hey, it is what it is.
Oh, it's coming tonight. It's going to happen. I promise you.
We're a week out. Gonna be here soon.
Dude, how great does it feel after that? What an incredible ending to that game.
I think that was a big moment for us. I remember, like, the start of that drive, I was on the sideline talking to one of the guys, like, man, this like about to go down to history. Like when we get in like in our 2-minute mode, I don't think there's no defense out there that can stop us. So I kind of like just knew we was about to go down and win it. And I mean, it was a great team win.
We're talking with Seahawks tight end Pharaoh Brown. So I have a question about something that doesn't involve the football field at all, but I know you recently got to be part of the Kids' Choice Awards for Nickelodeon, and I believe you got to like give some props to SpongeBob. How did that come about? And like, I know you've got kids, so is that like kind of getting to do these cool things through the eyes of your children?
Yeah, my kids loved it, and that was always one of my childhood dreams. I remember growing up in Nick at Night and all the Slime Time stuff. So, yeah, man, the boys loved that. They had Nickelodeon did a great thing down there. It was like it was crazy.
Well, since we're talking kids, maybe you could help me out because you do have young children. And I have a 4-year-old that's going to be turning 5 in a few weeks. Maybe you can help me. I feel like you have the person that can maybe help me out there, Farrell, because every Sunday she's down to watch the Seahawks game with me. She likes yelling, "Go Seahawks." She freaks out when you guys score touchdowns. But after about a quarter, she wants to watch Paw Patrol, and then I end up having to watch the game on my cell phone. What advice can you give me so that my kid will watch the Seahawks game with me?
Man, I don't know. My kids do not care about the Seahawks game. They just want to go to, the daycare and play with all the kids. And all they want to know is if we won or lost after the game. So I haven't been able to get my boys to watch the game. Actually, I had them on the field pregame, funny story. So they're on the phone pregame, it's like a thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like mom's down there, she's, enjoying being on the field. It's kind of like a, fun time. And the boys are just like, Mom, I want to go in the stands and eat popcorn. They want popcorn. They want to sit in the stands and eat popcorn. It's like some of these kids are killed to be on the sideline. My boys just want to go eat popcorn and they don't care nothing about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Wait, so there's a daycare for the kids while you guys are playing, like other players' kids as well? Are they all hanging out together?
Yeah, they are hanging out together. It's called the Little Seahawks Room, and that's the main attraction.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Pharaoh Brown, number 86 of our Seattle Seahawks. We'll get to see you this Sunday versus the Cardinals at Lumen Field. And if people want to follow you on Instagram, the handle is at Pharaoh Brown. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
And good luck with the bomb cyclone as well.
Oh, man, thank you. Y'all stay safe.
Take care, my man.
You too.
I wonder what it would take to get a Little Rockaholics daycare here at the studio so we can bring our kids.
And that'd be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still cracking up that there's a daycare there.
That would be so fun for them.
Yes.
Getting to hang out while Dad's just making it happen on the field.
I think it'd be funny. Like, part of the deal is you can raise the 12th man flag, but you're also in charge of the daycare for the Seahawks kids. So
oh, my gosh.
You agree to one thing, you have to do the other as well.
Are you doing anything fun for the game this weekend?
Watching it at home and hoping that there's a big win, man. What about you?
I'll be driving home from Oregon. So I'll be listening on the radio, which is always fun. I love listening to the radio.
Well, you got Rabel, man.
Oh, my God. It's just the best.
Yeah.
So that'll be my drive back in the rain.
I'm feeling good. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm an idiot, which chances are I am, but I'm feeling pretty good about the game.
You keep that optimism, Steve. You are no idiot.
I felt good about the 49ers game. Look what happened. Now I feel good about this Cardinals game.
All right, I'm with you. But apparently you say you want to issue a public apology, Steve?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why.
I did something, and I need to apologize about it.
All right, we're going to find out what this apology is all about during the Daily Migs download after Lenny Kravitz.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. Before we get to anything that's going on around the world, we have to look internally, and I need to issue an apology.
To all of us?
To you, to Danny, to Sarah even, and all of the Rockaholics.
Oh,
every
boy.
single one of them.
We're all ears, Steve.
Earlier this hour, we learned of an old challenge called the chair challenge. And so I guess apparently it's where it's nearly impossible for men to do. So we decided to try it. Sarah succeeded at it. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot as well. And the basic premise is you take 2 steps from the wall, you stand on the wall, you line up your feet, you bend over, you put your head on the wall, and then you pick up a chair and try and stand up. Ladies apparently can do it. Guys, it's almost impossible. So I tried it 20 minutes ago, and this is how it went.
Feet against the wall.
Look at this. He's standing.
One back in a straight line. Another one behind it in a straight line. Even the feet out. Your head has to be touching the wall.
Head's touching the wall.
Okay.
All right, now pick up the chair.
Pick up the chair. Now stand up.
Oh, what?
He did it!
Whoa!
Likes the ball.
It's all that soy. It's giving me more estrogen. Apparently, that's not the case. I apparently cheated and did not realize it.
You Tom Brady'd it?
I didn't know I did, and I'm very sorry. I guess you were supposed to keep your feet together, and I created a little bit of a little separation between my 2 feet when I tried to pull myself up. And then when I tried to do it during the commercial break with the feet together, I could not do it. It was very hard. So I'm very sorry.
Apology accepted, Steve.
Thank you. I'm a man of integrity.
You are.
You gotta nip it at the bud. You just gotta rip the Band-Aid off and apologize.
That goes a long way.
Yes.
Western Washington continues to deal with the aftermath of the bomb cyclone that left hundreds of thousands of people without power. Still a lot of folks without power. Utility providers are warning residents of potentially more outages today. There is another storm rolling through. Gusts could be up to 35 miles per hour. And, some of those trees that were already getting a little loose on Tuesday, this could be their day.
I know, no worry for Sarah. She got her power back yesterday. She was all fired up, but they say now the storm's going to hit again tonight, and there's going to be some places going to get impacted again. And boy, oh boy, would that suck. I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. Boy, oh boy, would that suck if you ended up losing your power again.
You guys would find such joy in that.
I would.
Well, you know what? You're suffering. So are the Seahawks. We saw that the Seahawks also have limited power. They're using generators, but they have to take cold showers, which led to a very weird interaction with Geno Smith and one of the reporters at a press conference about the fact that the team needs to take cold showers.
So there's cold showers. Got to man up, take a cold shower. And then, there's no sauna. Some of the things that we're accustomed to having because there's no electricity there aren't, here for our service. But for the most part, man, we got everything we need, and we'll be ready on Sunday.
Do you have power at home, Gino?
I do, yeah.
Who's struggling the most with the cold showers?
I've been going home to shower.
I still laugh at that. It's the funniest.
Like who's in there crying?
I'd probably think that, but in front of other reporters, I might just kind of say, I might even ask that question.
Who's struggling the most with the cold shower?
I love the question. Don't get me wrong.
I've been going home to shower, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to ask a guy about his shower, but that's something you might have to ask them.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We found out it was Witherspoon. He's struggling the most with the cold shower. Speaking of football, the New York Giants just released quarterback Daniel Jones. It's a mutual decision. They feel like it's the best move for both parties so he can find another team. I mean, he did help them get to the playoffs in 2022, but after that, it's kind of slowly went downhill. And this year, it's rapidly going downhill. They're 2-8. He's got 7 interceptions. He's not playing well. Here's the crazy part, though. He signed that big contract. So even though they're cutting him, $92 million of it is guaranteed. So I think he's going to be okay.
He's fine.
Part of it also they want to cut him because if he get injured, he would get another $28 million. So they're like, we don't want to risk this. That's over $100 million then.
Well, he was one of mine and Sarah's quarterbacks on the Touchdown Tacos Fantasy Football League.
So do you just get now the guy that's taking over for the team, which is Tommy? How about they skip over Drew Lock and they're going straight with Tommy DeVito, their third stringer? Wow. I think they're trying to tank it.
Yeah.
I think they have a better chance of winning if they actually stick with Drew Lock. Speaking of the Seahawks, they play this Sunday taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Also this weekend, you got tomorrow. Good luck to the Sounders. If they beat LAFC, they move on to the next round of the playoffs because it's single elimination when it comes to the Western Conference semifinals. Kraken are in LA taking on the Kings tomorrow, so go Kraken. Busy weekend for sports.
Cougs are in Corvallis, Steve. Don't forget that.
And if you're going, be on the lookout for Taryn Daly. I was going to say Tarantula because you're probably going to be your drunken state, which is Tarantula.
Tornado Taryn.
Tornado Taryn. Hey, as far as weather, hitting a high of 49 degrees. Going to rain today. That is the DMD, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Pour Downy in the rinse straight. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.